So March Madness does not happen just on the basketball court. It's happening right now in living rooms and kitchen tables across the country. That's when you start thinking about where are you going to send your kids for summer camp. Summer camp, of course, a rite of passage for kids. Chance now for them to experience life away from home, either for the day or for an overnight camp. They get to meet new people, share experiences, and, of course, make lifelong friends. At least that's the hope. We're going to bring in our child development expert and behavior expert, Betsy Braun, who I rely on for so much of my advice between your books and just you in person. But camp, it's not something I've dealt with as far as the overnight camps yet. But for day camps, what are the benefits of summer camp in general?
There are so many benefits, and unfortunately the trend is kind of into these more these intensive week camps, but I much prefer a day camp or a sleepaway camp, because at camp, first of all, kids get to have experiences that they've never had before. Second of all, they have new challenges and they have risks and they try things that they may have never done before. Kids grow, they become kind of part of a camp culture. Mm-hmm. You know, all those songs and those chants and those things that they do. And it's so wonderful because they feel like they're a part of something different and something new, separate from school and separate from home. So that sense of belonging is so important. And finally, just any camp, kids form relationships that are long-lasting. They can last actually for a lifetime. You don't get that every day in school. It's different. It's
something different. Now, at what age should you think about a sleepover camp and then the benefits of a sleepover camp?
Well, sleepover camp is not for everybody. But for those for whom it is for, they love it. And there are many kids and many families who have wonderful experiences. There are fathers who talk about having gone to summer camp their whole lives, and mothers who have long-lasting relationships that happened at sleepaway camp. First of all, kids go away and they become independent in a way, Lisa, that's really different than when you're at home, because suddenly you're not right there with mommy and daddy. Second of all, you take responsibility. You have to put on your own sunscreen. Yeah. You have to brush your own teeth. And believe it or not, kids really do it. They have a chance at doing it without being nagged. They become self-reliant. All those things that mommies and daddies do for kids, they learn to do for themselves.
At what age, because we just turned 7 this weekend, what age should you go to a sleepover camp? Because I can't imagine anytime soon. But I've heard some kids as young as 7 do it, and I can't imagine.
Well, it is true that there are some children, and certainly parents, who remember being sent to camp alone on a bus or a plane when they were 6 years old for 8 weeks in the snow and the sleet.
Not going to happen here.
But the reality is it's going to be different for everyone. I think the average age when children begin to test out summer camp is somewhere in the 9, 10, 11-year-old range. It certainly is the right age. It's not too young. 7 might be a bit young in my book.
Now, and again, every day there's a new story about something bad going in our schools with kids being touched inappropriately, and then the thought of sending your kid to a camp sleeping away is even more terrifying, I would imagine, to a lot of people.
Well, safety is always going to be an issue that's going to come up when you talk about having your child anywhere closer than a foot next to you, right? Presumably, you've prepared your child about all the ways in which we keep ourselves safe long before summer camp. And the summer camps, they do screen their counselors in the same way that your teachers, well, I guess we shouldn't be saying that now.
That you would hope.
Other people in their lives are being screened. Okay. It's a win-win. It's a plus.
It's good for kids. I know you're a big proponent of it. And, of course, if you want to know more from Betsy, she has 2 great books out there. Just tell me what to say, and You're Not the Boss of Me. And we'll be back right after this. You're not the boss of me. But you can be the boss of me.
I'm not the boss of you.
You can be the boss of me and tell me what I need to say to my kids. Yeah.